don't care what kind of person they are. If they not black, soon as they do a little trick, they got a little rhythm or something, y'all want to invite them to this goddamn stupid ass cookout. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of this shit, man.
Welcome back to Black Girls Do Reviews with your two favorite black girls. We got another episode of crazy fun and good vibes, and it all starts right now.
Welcome back to Black Girls Do Reviews. We are back with a new episode. This is take two. Y'all don't know it. Y'all don't know it because I'm gonna cut the other part out. This is take two. We are on a new platform, trying to improve the audio and the video of our podcast. And I'm trying out stuff, doing stuff, and
Just be
just bear
doing
with us.
stuff.
Just it's all in the name of bringing you all a better podcast week over week. So just bear with me. Um
Why are
First,
you laughing?
because why am I like such a techie and weirdo that really wants to have like, girl, we would have been fine with what we've been was doing. But I'm gonna, once I get it figured out, everybody's gonna be
I
gonna have
think
fun.
we will be very satisfied. I do.
Yeah, I agree. The first thing though, so first thing is a new platform. Second thing is the theme song that you have not heard. You
That
are
you
gonna
want to
hear
give
it.
me a first listen and a raw
Uh-huh.
review, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
god, like I'm
Yeah.
the worst person to always
Yeah.
do raw reviews and stuff. Like,
But
what
it's
the
Black
hell?
Girls Do Reviews, and we are the two girls that review. So everybody's gonna hear this for the first time all together now. Okay, here we go. I was in the stew with this. I just want y'all to know.
And
Okay.
make sure you turn it all the way up.
I did.
All
Volume up,
right.
volume up, volume up. Okay. Welcome back to Black Girls Do Reviews with your two favorite black girls. We got another episode of crazy fun and good vibes, and it all starts right now. Black girls, do reviews. Black girls, black girls. It goes on. I hit pause by accident. But that's
Okay,
it.
background.
Period. What's in the stew? What's in the stew?
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. But then I was like, as I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh, okay, okay.
We
You
was in
got
the
the
stew.
background going on.
Exactly. Had a little
Okay.
talking.
Black
Exactly.
girls. Black girls do reviews.
Hey, exactly. It's a bop. It's a certified bop. I wanted like I was telling the producer, I wanted like summer vibes. I wanted like play in the car, real loud. I wanted it to be like black girls, hey, That's what I wanted. And I
I'm
think
just
that
every every possible scene that you've ever seen someone in the recording studio and they just like, yeah, that's it. That image just popped into my head just now. And like any possible like
No, okay, so this is the thing. I've never been in a studio before. And I only know like what you're saying, all the documentaries we watch behind the music, all that stuff growing up. So I'm doing the stuff that like I seen the people do. Like, the headphone on one ear. And I'm like, black girls do me. Like it's just mad.
did you record yourself doing it?
I did. It's funny enough, we did this at my church
Oh,
because
for real?
we needed a microphone. We needed live studio, like some of these other whatevers. So we did it at my church, and it just literally was me like, like it just it's too funny. I did all the studio things, but the studio is hard. Like it was like say Black Girls Do Reviews like 500 times, and just so we could find a good one out of the 500. Like
I'm sorry, my ears are not tuned for that. It's this makes me kind of have thoughts because I used to be like, DJ Mustard literally don't even do nothing. And he's dead
Uh-huh.
ass like making mad money. He just literally be coming on stage like dancing like, but I guess now that you're saying like, oh, they you gotta record it like 500 times, someone has to listen to those 500 times, so
Yes.
I guess I will give him his cookies.
Yes. Listen to the 500 and pick like the two good ones out of the 500. Crazy, crazy amount of work. I said the same thing. Like, we don't pay Beyonce enough. We don't. Because it's so much. And I didn't even do a lot. Like, I didn't do harmonies. I didn't do. It's just me, one voice. Like, and it was a lot. It was like, even the A's, I had to do like, hey, hey, just over and over again. I'm like, see, this is a lot of work. And I got hungry in the middle of it. I was just over it. Like, I was so through. But we have a theme song now, so I'm excited. So I'm gonna drop the track in the final edit of this video and hope everybody enjoys that. So
Yay!
we have a
Amazing.
theme song. We getting better and better week over week. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say. Stay tuned. Stay locked in. You
Black
know, rocking
girls
with the
do
hottest.
reviews.
Not the remix. Rocking with the hottest, the greatest. Alrighty. So let's get into the podcast finally. Um, First up, you know our segment. How is it going?
Child is going, is going. So
Mhm.
last week I was in my fairy era. Turns out the fairy era has paused. Turns out the fairy era has paused because I decided to adopt a dog, and now I'm in my dog mom era, and my puppy is 6 months old, and I'm in the trenches. Like, the puppy blues is real, and I feel like it's also hard because my friend actually adopted a dog about a month ago, and she's like, when I asked her, I was like, "Oh, did you have puppy blues?" She's like, "What is that?" And I was like,
Mhm.
like, people just be going through stuff like when they adopt it because like you're trying to train the dog to do the right things, and then they really just be testing their limits, and that's really just like what it is. And she's like, "Oh no, I didn't go through that." And then I realized like today, actually like 3 seconds ago, that it's not, she don't really have puppy blues because she has a partner to go through it with. I'm on my
Mm.
own,
Single
I'm
mom.
in, I'm a single mom who works so hard, who works 3 jobs and never stops.
Literally.
With the
Literally.
pants and the heart of a fighter. I literally
I,
had to tell this dog, like, because he whines and cries when I leave, and I'm like, your mom has to buy you stuff. I gotta go to work.
you like this life? Somebody got to do this, okay? So,
Yeah,
oh,
so
poor
that's how it's
dog.
going for me. How's it going for you, though?
Oof. I am sore all over. I am back in the gym. I told y'all I made the promise last episode last week that I was gonna sign up for the gym. Signed up impulsively, texted the trainer, "Hey, I'm coming back," and was there on Saturday. Started Saturday, and I have been in pain since that day. Like, I've been so sore, so tight. It really, the first day felt like my first day, period. Like, not first day back, first day ever working out in my life. I literally saw stars and like had to go to the bathroom and like take a minute to recollect myself. Yeah. Um, and that was like after the warm up. I had to go like get myself together. Yeah, girl. So I had pushed myself really, really hard. So we had to do 2 laps in the parking lot. I ran the whole time. We had to go up flights of stairs. We had to do like mad crap. And I really was like committed to doing it all. Cause in my mind, I
That's
could
the
do it.
warm up.
Yeah, girl. That's a warm up.
Um,
That was a warm up. And so my mind said I could do it. Turns out it was gonna my brain felt all that I was doing and was like, you know what? Control Alt Delete. Let's shut the whole thing down. And I thought I was gonna black out. So made it through that. And every day since then still have been in pain, but just going. Pretty much micro tears of the muscles. I think that's what it's called.
yo,
Yeah.
micro tears are real.
Yes. So but I do feel like more on the ball. Like that's what I like about working out. Like the byproduct of like I feel more productive when I'm working out, and I feel
Mhm.
more like just the mental fitness part that goes along with working out is what I'm enjoying right now. Getting back in the habit, back in the routine. So many things have to change now that I'm adding working out to it. So like I got to be done working by a certain time. That means I need to do this amount of work. I need to be, making my lunch by this time because I got, so it's just like that kind of like can't
Okay,
be lazy.
lunch. Okay, lunch.
Yeah, can't be lazy. Got to get back on it. So, yeah, I'm enjoying coming back. I'm excited to see myself get strong again. Um, because I remember where I left off and I'm not there. So, yeah, so I'm excited for
Mm,
that. I'm excited for that.
that's
But
good.
besides that, I think last week was my rental available. I think it was.
Yes, it
So it is
was.
now available. Everybody, if you're looking for a place to stay, if you need a home, let me know. Need a little apartment, let me know. So yeah, I think it's going much better for me than it was probably like 2 episodes ago. I will
I
say
love
that.
that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Much better place. Much better place. Excellent. So the next segment is it's on my phone. I think it's on your phone
It's
too.
on my phone too. And you
Yes.
know it's so funny? I told myself, I said, Izzy, you should look at them just before you go. And I did
Just to
not.
be ready. Excellent. So for our next segment, the next segment, what are we watching?
I find this to be such a funny segment because like I never really think about how much TV I'm consuming until this segment. And like in retrospect, when it's happening, it doesn't feel like I'm actually consuming a lot. But then
Yeah.
I'll be coming back to it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did watch that. Oh yeah, I did do that
Yeah.
too. Oh yeah, I
Hmm.
did see that. I did see that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And I feel like I'm the opposite. I'm like, I got nothing. I ain't watched nothing. I ain't watched nothing. Even the stuff I told you I was gonna watch that you put me on to, have not watched it. I ain't
I
watched
don't
nothing.
I don't feel like I watch a lot, but I do watch. Like I think every
Yeah.
week there is something new that I am
Hmm.
watching. So that's why I could bring a little bit to this. But what have I been watching or reading? Right? We could talk about what you've been reading if you've been
Yes.
reading
Hmm.
something.
What you
Yeah,
enjoying?
what you been reading? Yeah.
Hmm.
So I've been watching I saw this movie on Netflix called Nona's.
Hmm.
It's about like this man who opened up a restaurant where it's just Nonas, aka Italian grandmothers, are the chefs. And it's based on a true story. And the real restaurant is actually in Staten Island. It's called Enoteca Maria. And it's literally a restaurant where grandmas cook the food. And it's like that's just it. Like the grandmas are the chefs. For real. The grandma the baby. And I mean
Damn,
the
what the
movie
hell that is?
the movie is cute, but I'm like, dang, I kind of want to go there to try it. But I'm also like never going to Staten Island for cuisine. So like, I just feel I'm never going to Staten Island. Period. Like I used to have to
Period.
go to Staten Island for work, and it was the
Hmm.
worst time of my life for real. Like I was
Hmm.
depressed. So
Yeah, no. You know what's funny? Now that you're saying the concept, it's like y'all stole that from Ty. That's the old lady gang. That's all that is. That's all that is.
honestly,
It
for
sounds like the
real,
scheme that
set
Ty
up.
set up to come to
Hello.
you with the bullshit.
Hmm.
Okay.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Like, apparently, in the real one, like, it's not only Italian grandmothers either. It's like
Mm.
Spanish. Apparently, there's a Trini grandma or something.
Okay.
But I also feel like it's not too foreign for a grandma to have a restaurant, to be a chef. Like that in the South, I'm pretty sure grandmas are the backbones of most restaurants. Like,
Okay, period.
so,
Period.
but
So,
it's something okay to watch.
mhm.
Something else I've been watching, which I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of delayed in even saying this, but I honestly fell off from this show. It's Good American Family. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of that. Mm-hmm.
It's about Natalia. Forgot the girl last name. I'm trying really hard. It start with a B, but Natalia B, who was born with a dwarfism, and she was adopted by a family. The family thought eventually told her like, you're pretending to be an 8 year old and you're really 20 something, and they had her all her records like changed to be 20 something, and they put her in an apartment by herself to live for
Mm-hmm.
months or years while they moved to Canada. And it tells the story of her and like what happened and how she ended up in the courts and stuff like that. Then people, the mom is in jail, the dad is not in jail. I think he served a little bit of time and then they free him or something like that. I just personally feel like people are crazy. Like, what? That was just and it, I don't want to only say it's like this, but it usually be like this you, and if you know, you know what I mean by
Mm-hmm.
that. But it
Mm-hmm.
be that, like, because why would you do that? But anyway,
Why would you do that?
I'm finishing it up. I was supposed to finish it up when it ended a few weeks ago, but
Mm.
here we are. I'm finishing it up, so yeah.
What have I watched? I went and saw Sinners for a second time. I did do that. Um,
Okay.
I don't think it was worth a rewatch. Sorry. Like it once I watched it again, I was like, oh. Like you it's not as scary anymore. It was never really scary, but like those jump moments didn't happen,
Yeah.
of course. So I know what's about to happen. And then like I don't know that I picked up on anything new that I didn't see the last time,
Mhm.
or the things I started picking up on were only because I already knew the ending. So like
Mhm.
people who I've seen online like, "Oh, I went 6 times." It's like, "Okay, like I didn't get that."
Mhm.
But I digress. But I can understand like wanting to support Ryan, and like apparently like he's about to beat some record or is
Yeah.
doing really well. So I get that part, but it wasn't, watching it again didn't do anything for me. What else have I haven't watched anything else? Haven't read nothing, watched nothing, nothing. Mm-mm.
I
I'll be on TikTok.
actually
I'll be on TikTok. Mm-hmm.
I actually did finish reading the book. Hold on, I gotta hear my book stack. Well, this also reminds me that I need to finish reading the rest of my stuff too. I got a lot of stuff that I haven't been reading, child. The Perfect
Mm-hmm.
Find by Tia Williams.
Okay.
Hey. So it's about the it's this is the story of Stella got her groove back. She fell in love with a young
Um.
man.
Okay. Period.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I like I don't, I'm not gonna sit here and say I like the book because I don't really care for age gap relationships. I'm sorry. That's not my cup
Mm-mm.
of tea. Like, if
Nope.
you are 40 and you're dating someone who's 20, that's weird. Like, I don't know. In my mind, it
Yeah.
just doesn't, like, what are we talking about right now? Yeah, so no.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, even I don't even care if the person's 22, 25. Like, that if they're under 25, I'm definitely side eyeing you. But like, even if they
Absolutely.
are beyond 25, I'm still like, that's, I'm not, age gap is crazy. So
Age gap is crazy.
um it was really hard for me to read this book because I really stand strong in the age gap is crazy concept. But I really wanted to push through because Netflix also has a movie about it,
Hmm.
and like everything, or every time a book becomes a movie or a show, it honestly ends up being horrible. So I just kind of
Yeah.
felt like I wasted my time and even doing that. But I
Yep.
digress.
The book is always better than the movie.
Always.
Always, always, always. So there you have it. All right. So what are we doing? Is the next segment.
What are we
What are
doing?
we doing? Um, what are we doing?
Surviving.
Exactly. Like, honestly,
Surviving, going to
surviving,
church,
doing the
praying.
best we can. Okay, that is about it. I think that's the best you can do these days, child. If you don't do nothing else, you need to pray. Okay.
Scrolling
So,
on TikTok.
scrolling on TikTok, I'm telling you, trying to do the best I can. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. Can I say one thing that I did do that was actually crazy? On Sunday, I went up to my property and I have a gravel driveway. And I just decided that I had got a quote on removing the gravel that was there and
Mhm.
replacing it with like new gravel and then like having more of it. And the quote was like upwards of $3,000. No can do, my boy. So the gravel had a whole bunch of debris in it from when we were like throwing out the tenant stuff. So it's like broken glass, it was broken CDs, it was condoms, it was like all kind of stuff just in within the gravel. And so, because I can't replace all the gravel right now, I just decided that I would pick up all the debris that was mixed in with the gravel. So that looked like by hand grabbing gravel, like grabbing little pieces of stuff. That it's so crazy how small it was when I was picking it up, but like your eye like immediately sees it. So it was like stuff like that. Like it was quite the little task there on a Sunday afternoon. But I'm happy I did do it because it doesn't look as bad anymore. But I still one day want to replace the gravel, and we will see. We will see what happens. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I just did. Crazy.
I just, as you said, as you said that story, I was like, why is she saying this story? That's what I said, first
That's
of
what I'm
all.
doing. Mhm.
I'm like, why is she saying this story? But then I'm also like, she's not using her free will properly. Like, I thought the story was gonna go like, oh, so the guy was trying to charge you $3,000, which also I think is freaking crazy as well. Like, I understand maybe because they had to get like a truck to maybe lift all of that gravel and put it somewhere and then go get things. But I thought the story was gonna go like, oh, so you was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to Home Depot and get some bags of gravel and just spray it on top of what's already there. But no,
No.
my girl said I went to pick up all of the debris. You wore gloves though, right?
Yeah, of course, of course, of course.
Okay, because that was scaring me too. Oh
No, no, no,
my
of course. I
God.
was fully prepared for it. Bought a shovel, bought a bin, bought a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it I would have just threw some gravel on top, but like those little things were just so like eye catching. And it was stuff like a edge brush was randomly like just in the driveway. So just like, okay, I'm gonna pick that up and throw that away. Like just little stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um where if you just throw some gravel on top, like now it really looks stupid.
Mm.
So but I did tell the Lord, like, please let this make a difference. Like, don't tell me I'm doing all this and it's gonna be like, I don't even see nothing. So, but when I walked away, I felt like I at least my eye is not picking up like trash
Yeah.
in this rock anymore, and that'll be enough for me. But I'm gonna post a video, and hopefully I'm like this will make sense. But it's still crazy to be picking up rocks and cleaning rocks. That's crazy. That is crazy to do.
That is
And that's
crazy.
what I did over the weekend.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
What did I do? What the hell? Oh.
You got a dog.
Oh yeah, I did. I adopted a dog. So I'm gonna be honest because I feel like a lot of people are, I don't know. What am I talking about? All right. The girl's going through it. So
Mom brain.
I I adopted a dog this past week from Hope for Cleo Animal Rescue located in Smithtown, New York, which is out in Long Island. If you're in Brooklyn, we're in like my part of Brooklyn. It's about an hour and 15 minutes away. So it's deep.
Mm,
I feel like it's not too far from like the ASPCA out there, but yeah. I really wasn't like searching hard for a dog. I will be honest. Like a few months ago, I was in contact with a breeder, and the breeder was trying to charge me 2,500, which I feel like is normal prices for a dog, but I don't think I'm ever gonna be in that space to just drop 2,500 for a dog.
mm,
um and especially because I hear so many horror stories about dogs that come from breeders, like getting, what is it, pargo or whatever, and then they dying in the first few months. Oops, just broke my draw, please hold. Dying in the first few months. So I didn't want to go through that. But my friend told me about this rescue. She volunteered with them. She ended up adopting a dog, and then she was like, I could talk to the lady. And that she did, and she spoke to the lady, and I had like a meet and greet with the dog. Well, I had to go through a whole process. I had to put in the application. I had to do a virtual home visit where I showed literally all aspects of my house.
mm,
And I had to get approval from Nin, and then I did a meet and greet with a few different dogs. Like she actually showed me four different dogs that I saw that day. Like I saw a bunch of dogs, a lot of
mm,
dogs. And I just interacted with them. The one who I was kind of the most interested in, he's gonna be like, I won't say the most interested actually. The one who I went there like with the intent, oh, he's probably gonna come home with me. He had a big paws, so he was gonna get big, and he was actually a little bit like introverted. Like he was just in the
mm.
corner, like to himself,
Yeah.
not talking to nobody. I was like, okay, rude. I don't like that.
Okay. You don't want
Um,
to go home.
but the one who I ended up coming home with was very sweet. He was kind. He was using the wee wee pad
Mm,
efficiently. And he did not bark, even though he's barking now. So he was pretty clearly putting on a show.
that
Um,
knew what it takes to get picked. Okay. Like,
Yes, he
I got
he
it.
he played his cards right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I brought him home. His name is Nico, and he's sleeping right now.
Mm.
So I'm not going to disturb him.
No. While he's sleeping, we're gonna leave that. Leave him like
Yeah,
that. That's it.
so I'm not going to disturb him. But yes, Nico is home. Adopted a dog. I'm a dog mom, and
She's a mother.
yeah,
There you
bruh.
go.
People
You
are like,
got it.
"Oh, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?" And I'm like, "I got the dog. I can't.
Can't go out tonight, y'all.
I
Got the
can't go
dog.
out tonight. I'm sorry."
I don't got a sitter. You can't go out. That's
No,
exactly right.
seriously,
Hmm.
seriously, because I'm also asking my mom. I'm like, "So you could sit with the dog?" She be like, why I gotta sit with him? I'm like, he's new
Like,
here. I'm
do
scared
it.
to leave him by himself. Just do it, God.
Of course not. Be like, that's your baby. But you try. If your mama got your baby, then the grandma was the baby.
The
She not
grandma, the
going for it.
baby.
She not going for it. All right. Our next segment is where we're going or where we've been.
Hmm.
Any exciting places?
We went to Bonefish Grill again.
We went to Bonefish Grill again. That was an excellent time. I had a great, great time. I did. So we went out with Nzinga's parents, and I had a blast. I had a time. I had a time. I did. It was so good. And I can be very awkward. I feel like so when you're like, oh, like it'll be my parents there, like they're cool, you're cool, like it'll be fine. I'm like, because I could get a little like, a little weird, but I was so comfortable. I was completely fine. I was having a blast. I had a great time. They did tequila and tapas night.
Mhm.
The food was
Mhm.
so much better this night than the first
Mhm.
night we went.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely enjoyed the food. The drinks were pretty tasty too. And the
Mhm.
place was packed. I
Mhm.
mean, wall to wall, just packed with
She
people.
turned from wall to
Um,
wall.
and this time it was 5 courses, so it kind of
Five. Five was
brought
a
it to the.
Tucano, but yeah.
They brought it up. They elevated it. We still have not won a single raffle.
At all.
Not one. Not one. And they raffle off multiple gifts. And this is now 2 nights
Even
we've gone.
extra. They had an extra round of raffles because the people was like, oh nah, and we still didn't win.
We still didn't win. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So yeah, they're having another one. I think it was bourbon, right?
Yeah,
Bourbon
bourbon is
something.
something.
Something bourbon night. And that one's in June. I don't think I'm gonna go back to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of the bonefish and the
Yeah.
grill. It's
Yeah.
honestly it's just because of the trip out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm coming from Connecticut. I thought I was gonna make it in decent time. It was like a 2 hour trip and and then some. Like it was a beast. And I'm traveling during rush hour, so it's just
Yeah.
the trip. It's a hike. So
Yeah.
not interested in going back. If it was closer, I certainly would. But thanks Bonefish for the love.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I agree. I feel like even me, who I'm not too far from it, but I just also feel like in the past 6 weeks, maybe just a month, I've just been traveling to Long Island so much. I'm tired of Long Island. I hate Long Island. I already hate. It's not even that I hate Long Island. I hate the travel to Long Island because number
Hmm.
one, I am claustrophobic, but like mentally, I feel very claustrophobic going to Long Island because it's literally only one way in, one way out. I don't know if
Hmm.
that makes sense, but it's just
Yeah.
like I get it. There's multiple parkways, expressways, whatever you could do, but like it's only one way in, one way out, and that claustrophobia in my mind, I'd be like, if I don't know, like maybe because of the shows on Netflix and stuff. Like if the world
Hmm.
ends, I'm stuck. I'm fucked. Oh my god. But like I just hate Long
Okay.
Island.
Okay.
And everything is like also like driving. I just feel like it always ends up taking time. Like it's never just whatever the estimated time is on the
Ugh.
GPS ever. So yeah, I'm packing up Long Island for hopefully the next 6 months at
Hmm.
the minimum.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Yeah, I agree. I haven't been anywhere else.
Um,
Anywhere else to report? No.
I have not been anywhere else either. You know.
No. We do have our trip coming up. I feel like I've been saying that week over week over week, but it's around the corner this time. So
Yeah.
we'll be on vacay. You'll still get an episode. So don't you fret. But we'll be on vacation and then the week after we get back, we'll tell you about said trip and how much fun we had on that trip.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
And last, but certainly not least, last segment, I'm losing it. Last segment is what are
is
we thinking?
is the mom brain rubbing off on
It
you?
gotta be. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. It's contagious. Next up is what are we thinking? So this is all our sides of the beef, our takes on pop culture, like our commentary. Yap session. What we got to say. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the Diddy case.
Yo!
Like,
Sorry, I had to make sure I wasn't too loud. No, seriously,
okay.
in my mind, I'm literally like, dang, like I wonder if she gonna bring up Diddy, but like I was like, if she not, I'm still gonna bring it up because I'm really like I'm locked in. Like
Locked.
I'm reading those tweets. I don't know if you know that people are
Yes.
tweeting the play by plays,
Yes.
and the I missed yesterday's and I missed today's, but I promise I'm gonna catch up. So I'm good up until Friday. I don't know what happened in that courtroom since Friday,
Girl,
but
I'm locked in. It's a TikToker I follow called I'm Not a Lawyer, and she do all the videos. So
yeah,
she's doing
yeah.
every day. She do a recap. Um and I'll be locked into her, and then I'm locked into it's another girl I follow. Her name is like Demi, but
Hmm.
I follow her on Instagram, and she'll post like what's happening every day.
Hmm.
Um and I mean, I'm locked in. The most recent thing, now I'm about to say spoiler alert. The most recent thing is not a spoiler. The most recent thing is Cassie's mother took the stand, and
Mm.
there was a sex tape that Diddy had with Cassie, and of course, one of the freak offs. And so he told her mother to pay him $20,000 to like either recoup his losses from something or so the video wouldn't come out. And that woman took out a home equity loan to get him the $20,000. She paid him the $20,000, and then like the story goes, a few days later, the money was wired back to her. Do you know how sinister, how evil you have to be to do that to somebody's mama? Like that's crazy to me. Crazy to me, crazy to me. And especially like you are a multi-millionaire. $20,000 is nothing. You didn't need that money from that lady. You just wanted to like just mess with people. That's just so evil to me. And to take out a home equity loan for your daughter, like that's so when people are
Yeah,
like, "Oh, where's her family?" and like, "Where's all her people?" I'm like, these people
they are in it too.
like they are in it. And they like, what do you do? What do you do? You find out like right now, listening to this, someone comes to you and says, like, I'm gonna hurt somebody in your family. I'm gonna damage them. I need $20,000. Like, what do you do? What do
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like you yeah. So I'm just whoo, that had me fired up. So I'm like, the just how disgusting. How
Mm-hmm.
disgusting could you be to do that to somebody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's actually crazy because first of all, like how it go or this as the story tells it, like we know Cassie, I don't even know if she really put out an album. I just know her two
Mm-hmm.
singles, Official Girl and Me and You.
Mm-hmm.
And I know she wasn't making money like that off of those two singles,
Mm-hmm.
especially not being signed to Bad Boy. And I mean, I don't know what her parents' financial situation was, but I do know she is a Connecticut native.
Is. She
So
is.
I'm just associating her with like being working class like everybody else, you know, like so
Yeah.
like the $20,000 is very insane. Like I I just imagine my parents being told like, yeah, we need you to come. It's gonna be like, I'm sure they'll find a way, but it's just like, wow, like that's crazy.
That's
That's
crazy.
insane. That's
That's
insane.
insane. That's insane. On top of everything else that has come out on
Hold
how
on.
insane it was.
Wait. 1 second. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Get out of my room. Go. I'm sorry. The cat
No.
came down here and is
Ooh.
literally staring at the dog as the dog is sleeping outside of the dog's crate. And I called the cat the evil stepsister, and she was literally evil stepsistering right now. Get your tail upstairs. Go.
Do you think they're gonna have beef? Like literally fight like cats and dogs?
No, they are actually like they're not hate like okay, when they first came in, like he was growling at her, she was hissing at him. She still do hiss, but they can coexist a little bit more
Okay.
than what they did
Mhm.
when they first came home. Like they
Okay.
can be like practically next to each other. And it's funny because they're both kind of scared of each other too.
Ah, okay.
So
Hmm.
they're both are like, what are you gonna do? 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 And like
Uh-huh.
they'll chase each other, but like it's still not like we're good friends. We're not. They're
Okay.
not besties. They're
They're
just
figuring
like
each other out still.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. It's fair. Okay. Just making sure.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Do you have more thoughts on the Diddy case?
I just know in terms of Diddy, like from Cassie taking a stand, that was crazy. Like all of the stuff that came out with the escorts. I know that the defense was trying to paint the picture that she is just this like she wanted the freak offs and she wanted
Hmm.
to be nasty and she wanted to do and she was sending text messages and she was sending inappropriate pictures too and she was like she had a part in it, but I also feel like we need to get a therapist on the stand, a doctor on the stand who could explain Stockholm syndrome, who could
Yeah.
explain what it's like to love a man. Like I don't even think it needs to be no syndromes. It's just like what do you do when you love a man and you just want to keep them there?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. So yeah, I don't know if Dawn got a chance to testify yet.
She
Like I don't
did.
know
She
what
did.
happened.
She did. She testified to seeing Diddy hit Cassie a few times, and she's like, she never spoke up because, like, if he could do that to somebody he loves, then what would he do to somebody that's an employee? Um, she basically like she had like an interesting moment where like she had stopped working with him, and then like saw all the abuse, saw all the crazy stuff, stopped working with him, and then came back. And she tried to say she came back only because of the other girl that was in the Dirty Money group, not for herself.
Oh,
It's like,
Aubrey.
no, no, and the trio thing. Remember it was another black girl, black lady. The Dirty Money thing. You remember that? The little group thing? So that was her thing. It was something else that came up with her where she was like she didn't reveal things or she didn't say things, and they were basically the defense is trying to like poke at like why are you talking? Like why you got something to say? What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Is this payback or blah blah blah? So yeah, she did take the stand, and she just talked about the abuses that she saw. Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Basically, you know what's pissing me off really bad though is the black men that are out here like, oh, this is an attack on black men, and y'all trying to keep a black man down and blah blah blah. That's annoying. But yeah, the thing that's kind of frustrating me is seeing all the like discourse of like y'all just attacking a good black man and da 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 da. Like this man's a sicko. Like that's the hill y'all want to die on. Like,
Girl, it's like those it's weird. We're living in a weird time because like the men are wilding out and I don't know if you have like these men on your social media or you've come across these
mhm,
men who are talking about some free Tory Lanez, free Diddy, free Chris Brown. Listen, I what is it like I walk a very crazy line when it comes to Chris Brown because I don't care
mhm.
about what Rihanna did or like didn't do in terms of like their whole thing. I know he put his hands on her. Sure, she could have forgiven him. Sure, they're cool, whatever. But it's just like I still remember that moment.
Mhm.
And not to put my stuff out there, but I've dealt with men who put hands, and it's just
Mhm.
like I don't know. So when the girls be like, oh yeah, but she forgave him. I be like, but I get it though because we grew up on Chris Brown and like
Yeah.
you know I remember him being 16 and us being not too much younger and the posters from Word Up and like having him hanging up in the rooms. I remember that wall
Yep.
to wall CD. I remember having that CD like I
Mhm.
remember all of those things, so it's really hard, and I walk like a very like I don't know, it's just like a hard line to walk through with Chris Brown, um, as a person, not even in relation to what
Yes.
he did, but Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so like when the girls are like, I'm going to Breezy Bowl, in my mind, I'm like, I would like to go to Breezy Bowl because of like hearing the songs that I used to know, but I'm
Hmm.
like, I don't really want to give my money to Chris Brown though. Like,
Yeah. I'm the
so
same way. I be feeling like I can't publicly like him. Like that's what I
yeah,
feel like.
yeah,
Like I
yeah.
do like the songs. I do like it, but like I be side eyeing the diehard fans. That's like y'all ain't gonna make me hate Chris Brown. It's like like okay, girl. Like like those people do too much for me. All the people that got tickets, and it's like all I know is he better be out of jail by June 13th because that's when my show day is. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
first of all, who had him over in London if he got warrants? Like, why would you? Why would you do that?
Them people was his ops, not his. Those were
Pretty
not his like
much.
employees. Those were his ops.
Yes, that's it. They work for the government, like the government, the feds, or whatever it is over there, whatever they call lay people. Somebody was in it and was like, okay, no, I'm gonna bring him in. Don't worry, I'm gonna act like I'm an employee. I'm gonna book him over here, and he just gonna come. Like, why would you do that? Nobody checks his warrants before we leave. Like, we know how he is. Let's just check to make sure he's good in this country before we head over there. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. And
yeah,
it's not like you're not in the US. That's my biggest fear is getting arrested in a different country. Cause
yo,
like, what am I gonna do?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what am I gonna do?
Facts.
You don't actually know anything about like the country's laws and blah blah blah. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, mm-mm. No can
Yeah.
do, my boy. So I don't. It's crazy how all this is kind of happening at the same time, though. So we
Mhm.
got the Diddy case. You saw DDG and Halle.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Him coming out to be a crazy sicko of a
Mhm.
person, and now has a protective order, and I think he might have lost custody yet or something like
Yeah,
that, or
he.
like she's trying
It's
to.
a restraining order, but I don't know
Yeah,
if he did.
she's trying to ask for it to get
Yeah.
custody. So there's that, and then there's another one that came out. It was Cassie, DDG, Tory Lanez, and
Mhm.
Megan was like the three that came out. I
Yeah.
feel like back to back to back. And then there's even more than that, I feel like, but this is not an attack on black men when black men are attacking people. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. Stop attacking people.
Mhm.
Crazy. All right, other
Mhm.
hot takes you have. That was mom, the diddler.
I did. Did you see the story about this is so I don't even know if it's niche, but it is like this is so like boomer news. The Mexican Navy ship that crashed in the
I
river.
did. I did see that. I did see
like
that.
like that's so
That's crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
cannot believe that happened to them people and it was real life people standing on that top thing. Like what the heck well I learned what happened, but still
Mhm.
it's just like that's so freaking
It's
crazy.
giving Final Destination.
Yeah.
Like it's giving, or like what's the thing? Final? Is it Final Destination? I
Mhm.
would say
Mhm.
Final Attraction, but yeah, that's crazy. The world is nuts.
The
The
world is
world is nuts.
nuts. Joe
I
Biden
have
had cancer.
Joel. I was so sad to see that one when the shade room need to work on the way they post stuff because I was like, oh, he passed, like what the heck? And then you read it and he got stage 5. But why your president gonna say no? Not your president. Your president's son gonna say how didn't Dr. Jill Biden catch it? Like, are you well, sir? Like, it's cancer. She's a teacher. Like, why would she be able to know he had stage 5 prostate cancer? Like, what are you talking about? But
I'm just
prayers
still
up.
stuck on the your president. That's why I'm
Okay.
like,
He ain't mine.
because I know what percentage I'm a part of, and it's not that one. It's not.
Good.
But
And
yeah,
then people
yeah.
presidents.
Prayers out
Prayers
for
up.
Joseph. We did it, Joe.
We
We did
praying for
it,
you.
Joe Biden.
We praying for
Yeah.
you.
Praying for you for real, bro.
And men, you should be checking your prostates or getting your prostate checked. This is a
I think
PSA. Do that.
oh. and along with that, like I just feel like we are living in a world where health is really like wealth. Like you really have to be
Yes.
on top of your stuff. And
Hmm.
I know in general men slack so much, but there's also been, I don't know if you've been seeing this a lot, but I've been seeing a lot of commentary lately about how women need to start taking prep
I
because
did.
because
Hmm.
women are having sex with men, and
Hmm.
I mean, not to say it like that or like it's any negative
Yeah.
associations with what I'm saying, but like HIV is on the rise. That's what PrEP
Yeah.
is for, right? HIV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
like HIV is well, it's always it was at one point like a epidemic, pandemic.
Hmm.
One of those, yeah,
Epidemic.
one epidemic.
Yeah.
At one point it was an epidemic, and yeah, like now they're saying like women need to start taking PrEP to protect themselves or
Yeah.
prepare themselves just to like be safe, you know? And I
Hmm.
think in general, men don't do the things.
No, I don't think so either. Generally, yeah. I don't think they do. And
It's
you,
always not until they start burning and
yes. And
or
that's like
something.
what? So I'm like, this make you not want to deal with them. I'm telling you. I'm like,
What's crazy though is that I don't know if men know this, but most of the time they will always come up asymptomatic for most things, whatever it
I don't
is,
think
and they
so.
will present as asymptomatic. So it's like you could be walking around thinking you ain't got nothing, but you got something, baby boy. You just don't know
That's
because you
right.
didn't go get tested. You
It's
know?
just laying in there, laying dormant in you. They
Yeah,
not gonna. They just so like you said, you have to protect yourself. You gotta look out for you
yeah, yeah.
or stay away. I'm even staying away. Is that even enough? Because
Yep.
that's ugh. Prayers up.
So
Prayers for
prayers
everybody.
up.
Everybody
Get
needs
your
prayers.
prostate
Prayers.
check. Get a
Get your prostate
colonoscopy.
check,
Check your blood pressure.
colonoscopy,
Check your
breast cancer
diabetes.
screening.
Breast
Get your
cancer. Your
mammogram.
your hearing. I know you
Get your
got that
pap smears.
notification from your
Get your
iPhone.
get your everything.
Get
Okay.
your eyes checked.
Get
Get
your
your
eyes
teeth
checked.
checked. I know you got a
Get all of it.
cavity.
Okay, it should not hurt every time you bite something. If you can't bite on this side and you got to put all the food on that side, that's not okay. Something going on. Something going on. Yeah. So you probably
Period.
need that little root canal, and that is our PSA for today. That is our
Brought to you
PSA.
by.
Literally. There was one more thing. Now this is a lighter one. I hope it's lighter. It'll probably
Okay.
be dramatic. Did you see the blacks are gingers? Gingers are black.
Black. Yes, gingers are black. Who started that, by the way? I have not
It
gone
was
down the rabbit hole.
it was just a creator on TikTok, I think. Like someone just made a video. I think. Like I don't think it was a well-known person even. She just said like made a video on it and it did that thing on TikTok where it just keeps exploding.
Mhm.
And so a part of me was like, oh, this is fun. Like, gingers are black, fun. And then I saw this one man's post that made me feel like, okay, I'm cool with it, right? So this one man like posted crying. He was a ginger and he was crying and he was like, "You guys, I've never felt so welcome and so a part of something. I've always felt like an other, always felt different. But this whole gingers are black thing like just makes me feel like so much better on myself." And I was emotional looking at him. I'm like, oh, poor you. And he was talking about like growing up, being a ginger. He always used to get teased with all the kids and like how that's a parallel to black people, blah blah blah. So he was just like, you guys don't understand, like, this is fun and games. But and then he said to the woman who started it, if she finds herself in his local area, he wants to take her out to eat. So I was like, okay, like that's cute. Blacks gingers are black. And then it was this one man that ruined the whole thing for me. So he gonna make a post talking about something like, "Oh, you would like it was a ginger," and he like, "Oh, gingers are black now, so let me go to the store and get some milk and never come back." Like, and then he kept doing mad racial stereotypes, and it was like, okay, see, this is what this why we don't. We know, I know we shouldn't be allowing people to the cookout. Just watch Sinners. We shouldn't be letting people in. But I let my guard down and try to be laugh, hee hee ha ha with the whole thing. And this why you can't laugh. You can't laugh. Um so where did you see any of it? And then did you have an opinion on it? Let's say that. That's what it did to me.
So I did see it, and at first I was like, "Huh," but then I was like, I mean, like I get it, yeah. Like I
Mhm.
like it wasn't something where I was like thinking like, how did they make that connection? I was like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Mhm.
So when I was seeing it on TikTok, I was like, yeah, like it's funny. I was laughing. I think I sent you a few TikToks about it too, whatever.
Mhm.
So I thought it was funny. As a joke. No, about to get into my Dr. Umar bag.
Period.
Because at the end of the day, it was a funny little joke. However, I just hate the coonery of always trying to invite somebody to this imaginary cookout. Honestly,
Yeah.
F the cookout. I'm
F
tired of the
it.
cookout, right? Because y'all
Period.
always want to invite any white person, Spanish person, green person, purple person. I don't care what kind of person they are if they not black. Soon as they do a little trick, they got a little rhythm or something, y'all want to invite them to this goddamn stupid ass cookout. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of the shit, man.
Period.
It's pure
Period. Period.
coonery.
Period.
It's coonery. Cut that shit out. God damn. Nobody coming to the cookout unless you black. And even that don't even qualify you. That's what I said. That's my rules.
You just made them pack up the cookout. I'm sick. I've had enough, okay? Nobody gets a cookout. How about that? How
I'm
about that?
sorry. I just hate
No,
it. Like,
I get it. That's
and
so
I
funny.
know it's because we are the cool kids on the block. Like black people
Yes.
are the cool kids, and everybody want to be down, and we always gonna have our
Yep.
haters and all of that other stuff, right? So I 100% get it, but at the same time, like, why we always gotta invite people into our popular group, bro? Like,
Yep.
is the other
Yep.
groups trying to do that? No,
Yep.
no,
No.
they don't always be like
Never.
down, like, oh my god, yay! Like they don't be doing that either. So it's
No.
like,
No.
just stop.
Yep. They
So I'm
don't.
down for the joke, but in all seriousness, no.
No. No. That's it for me. It's like when they took the fun out of it, now I gotta go. Now I'm out. See, you ruined it. You ruined it. We was all laughing. Now I'm out. I do hate the cookout thing too. Like, please. Y'all just hand out anything. Like y'all just give it to
Anything
anybody.
you could do a freaking backflip to what's the thing? What's that song that the juvenile 2000s? You could do a backflip to back that ass up, and they're gonna be like,
Yep.
"Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
invited to the cookout. Oh
you gotta come
yeah."
to the cookout.
Your mom could make your mom could make a good peach cobbler, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you can come to the cookout." Like, ass cookout. God damn.
At this point, I don't want to go. You know what?
I'm
Don't.
not
You know.
going.
I'm not going. Cause I asked who all gonna be there, and y'all, and I looked around at who y'all invited. I'm good. I'm all set. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. It's y'all cookout. I don't even want to go. Mm-mm. I don't even want to go.
Gosh. And more importantly, the thing I hate about it too, while I'm here and while I'm finished, I'm gonna just wrap it up after this. The reason why I hate it is because I just feel like y'all be rewarding, not y'all, but like people be rewarding the most basic behaviors. Like it be like literally, oh, a white person can fry chicken good, right? And it be like, oh my god, you invited to the cookout. Okay, who can't fry chicken? Who can't follow a recipe, bro? We went like we was in the Koreans teaching the
Yep.
Koreans how to fry
Yep.
chicken,
Yep.
bro. Like, what are
Mhm.
you talking about?
Yep.
Don't
Yep.
piss me off. They would always be, oh yeah, for the most basic stuff. You supposed to know that. You a human being. You supposed to have rhythm.
It is to me. I hate it too. Like you said, it's just rewarding mediocrity. Like it ain't even. You ain't even do nothing crazy. Like you gotta be doing something crazy to me to get to the cookout. Nah, man, y'all give it out for
Exactly.
nothing. Y'all, like I'm saying, they y'all treat now. I'm starting to feel offended. Y'all act like our cookouts is just nothing that they could just come. Like
Exactly. They be
you
like,
know
oh,
the
I can do the boots on the ground dance. I'm coming to the cookout. Like, no.
no, it's okay. Okay, you could do it. You still can't come.
Right.
Like that's why we can't have it that way. We could just like, oh, okay, look at that person doing the boots on the ground. That's it. That's it. Don't say nothing else. Don't say they can't come nowhere with us. That's it. Ain't but don't worry about me. I ain't coming.
I'm not
That's it.
coming.
I'm not
Actually.
coming.
Actually.
Don't ask me to bring the soda. Don't ask me to bring no paper goods. Don't ask me nothing. I'm not coming. Don't ask me nothing. I'm not bringing no tables, no chairs. Nope. I ain't bringing. I'm
Nothing.
not bringing a dish. You can't ask me, baby. Mm-mm.
Actually, I changed my number so I didn't get the invite. So
Period. 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 Okay. And I unsubscribed from the email list. So
yep.
no, I ain't
Yep.
getting nothing. You ain't talking to me. You ain't talking to me. I'm not going. Good luck with your little cookout.
Which your
But
little
at this point,
cookout.
y'all invited more of them than us. Like that's the tea about the cookout. It's we barely in there. Like, jeez.
For real. For real.
Ah, Lee. That really pissed me off. Like, I'm so over
I'm
it.
just also thinking about how, like, at the start of this episode, I was very much like quiet and calm, and then I just crashed out.
And another thing. It's the starting and saying, and one more thing, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, okay. 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 No problem. No problem. Oh, that is so hilarious. I'm glad we talked about this because that was
Yeah.
like burning me. I'm like, dang, am I on the wrong side of history that I was like okay with the gingers at first? Um, but okay. It was fun until it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah.
That's just that
Period.
on that.
Period.
That's that on that. So we've come to the end of another episode.
Yes.
So this episode is going to be up this week. New platform. I hope it all works out. I hope
Yes.
it all works out. I
Same,
hope it all
same,
works out.
same,
Yeah.
same.
We're gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna drop the theme song right here.
Black girls do
Yeah.
reviews.
Yeah. All right. Thanks guys for tuning in. We love you so much.